What's up, gang? Welcome to MFL Total Access. I'm Will Power. That's Babalisa Babalis, and we're ready for another show and talking about another great weekend of football and preview a weekend of football this upcoming Saturday.
And it's the first weekend that we had all leagues up and running with MFL Laval kicking off this past weekend with two divisions now.
That's gonna only a matter of time before it's three, four,
I mean,
five.
it's only its third season and they already got two.
That's blessed.
Like someone told me that like wow, it's pretty crazy. You got two divisions after like 1 year only. I'm like, it's true. Like MFL Laval started last fall. Like it's only the second fall season of MFL Laval. So yeah, pretty impressive for sure. Hopefully, Brossard grows to three divisions next spring. We'll most probably have two women's divisions next spring as well. Um, Speaking of which, we still have quite a few spots available for in the women's division and in MFL Laval. A few in Montreal in Division 5 as well, but very, very few. So like write to us if you want to register. But the biggest ones, if you want to register with like a small group or with your friends, women's division in Montreal on Saturdays, MFL Laval on Sundays in both Division 1 and Division 2. So just let us know.
Hey, the more the merrier. And yeah, league's growing. Let's continue to make it grow. Come on now.
What are you drinking?
Oh, it's try banana smoothie.
Oh, nice.
I know I was getting a coffee, but I had one this morning, so let me change it up a little.
And speaking of registrations, we got our charity event September 6th. Is fast approaching. All the details are on our Facebook and Instagram pages. If you have any questions, let us know. It's in collaboration with Welfare Avenue. It's going to be it's a big tournament. All proceeds are being donated to charity. It's only $180 to register as a team. $30 if you want to register solo, and it's not even a fee you're paying. It's 100% of that money is going to charity. Like it's not that money is not paying the refs or the field lines or the MFL field. Like MFL is setting up the field using the park and paying their own refs out of pocket to be there. All that it's you literally register on Welfare Avenue's link. All the money goes to them. It's for a good cause. MFL is even giving a credit to the winning team. So if you paid 180 to register and your team ends up being champions of that your category of that day, we'll give you $180 credit for your next season. So like even though you
No
donated
way.
money, you'll still get that money back.
That's and there's two divisions you said.
Four.
Oh, four.
Yeah, you didn't read the post, eh?
Oh, come on, Tatum, you're ridiculous. Okay, but you were down to put two. Okay, got you. Okay, now, like, how is it going to work by cap? I guess like we'll just do via cap.
No, you just register in the division you think is
Okay.
most appropriate for you. So if you want to be some lower division legends, go ahead and register in division 3. Because we saw division, well, we called it advanced, intermediate, and developmental, and the women's division. So I
Okay.
kind of posted like a guideline. I said like advanced is like division 1 and 2,
Mhm.
intermediate's like 3 and 4, and then developmental is like division 5. So like if you're a
Okay.
current fall team in divisions 1 through 5, you'll have a guideline of where to register, pretty
Okay.
much.
Good stuff. Okay, got you. Man, that's in 2 Saturdays, eh?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be at Le Bear. There's going to be Poulet Rouge will be there. Nike will be there. Athlon Combine will be there. A bunch of things to keep us busy. So
Nice. Are they selling gloves and stuff?
I don't know.
Okay, I
It's
know that'd
it's
be
it's not Athlon that sells the gloves.
Invictus, eh?
Invictus. Yeah, you got mixed
Yeah,
up with the
yeah.
two. Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm missing Invictus, but yeah, okay, nice. That sounds awesome. I'm
You
pumped.
want to reach out to Invictus and ask them to come and give free gloves?
Yeah, think it, bro.
Okay, take that
I
to
don't
me.
know how I'll get into it, but maybe I'll text Phil. I don't know.
Oh, he knows them.
Yeah, it's his boys.
For real?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No, no, being serious.
Yeah, Phil. I don't know.
How do you know it's his
I
boys?
think so, or maybe he said he likes the gloves. Shoot, I'm pretty sure the boys are one of them.
Yeah, you like McDonald's, right? You're not boys with every McDonald's
Oh, come
owner.
on, man. I own those McDonald's, bro. Don't test me.
So yeah, we posted the schedule for the entirety of the playoffs for all leagues. So when you book your vacations. Um,
Booking
any
for
other
the
important
finals.
any other important messages?
Let's see. I always say 5 games playoff eligibility. Um, People were asking about new rules. Like, no, the dip is still not a thing.
The dip
Uh,
is going to be allowed in the tournament, though.
exactly. I think that's good.
What are you gonna
Uh,
say? I said the schedule's posted. Book your vacation. You said finals. What?
Book during the finals to make
Oh
sure you're
yeah,
not going to beat your game. And yeah, no, I think we're set to go.
good. Let's start off with MFL Laval. That good?
Perfect. Yeah, I think you froze for a sec.
So let's start with MFL Laval.
Oh man.
So 5 teams in Division One. The Laval free agents, who might get rebaptized soon, went 1-1. Uh, uh, Honestly, I mean, I had a sneak peek into Max's article. It's pretty good. Pointed out an interesting thing that the last two champions are not there this fall, so the door is wide open. And one team, well, actually, well, there's 2 teams that have been in here since the inception of the league. Well, High Novellos took the spring off, but Cougars and Bandinos, it's their third season of MFL Laval, and both those teams are knocking on the door, and they're probably saying this is our season. Cougars didn't start off the way they wanted to. Bandino started off with a bang, 46-24, beating us, the Laval free agents. Um, Rob White had a really great game, 77% completion rate, 230 yards, calling a great defense against us. Lloyd
Yeah.
going for over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had that, no, sorry, Liam, his brother, had the pick six at the end of the game there. Quite a few sacks all around. I was
This
really
was yeah.
impressed by this team's performance.
Yeah, so was I. Incredible game by Bandidos. I think we scored on our first drive, and then Rob started out with a 45 bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Look,
yeah,
and
I think he beat you, right?
I can't remember, but yeah, no, he did. But it was no an
Testing you out on
incredible.
the first play.
Oh man, I was like, yeah, Bob was like, no way. It was a perfect throw. But yeah, Rob played a really good game and called a really good game on defense. I was impressed with his ability to buy time, right? His ability to buy time to relax. He was like rolling out and saying, guys, relax, relax, like during the play.
Yeah.
It was just his calm presence, right? And he played a great game. Ball distribution was really good. Defensively, these guys played really well. Played a lot of man. I think they had good matchups. And yeah, no, incredible way to start off the season. And Rob had everything in his playbook, right? There was a run here. There was double quarterback. There was long
Yeah.
bombs. There were short plays, but very, very impressive. There really doesn't seem to be a weakness on this team. And if they played the way they played against us in this first game, then there's no reason why they shouldn't win the
Yeah,
championship.
they seem a little extra motivated to play us, though. They should probably like try to get that motivation every week and don't
Yeah,
go
hey,
undefeated.
oh, always, always. Yeah, every game's a new game, new mindset. But yeah, this was a great team, and I think they complement each other really well. You have speed guys, you have guys with great hands. And yeah, this was not a fun game for us, but a great game by them.
Shout out to Kareem with his pick as a rusher.
Respect. That ain't easy. Lord
We'll
knows
move on
that
to
ain't
the D2, but it was good to see High back and to see Rob Prudhomme coming back from that injury. Although he's not throwing, it was good to see him on the field catching a few passes.
100%. Yeah, it was good to talk to him, and those jerseys are sick.
And yeah, so this actually happened while we were playing our second game, the Thieving Bears. Uh, JP made a sick catch that we called out, and he's like, make sure to talk about it.
Oh
But he didn't
yes,
mention that his team got shrouded 20-6 in that game. So like he went off 8 for 99. But you really wanted to point attention to this game, man? Like I mean, usually you try to keep it like not on the spotlight. So routes runners.
not sure how I feel about
Um,
that.
I mean, this used to be Les Pousseurs de Ballon, who I guess got rebaptized, and yeah, their logo even says Routes Runners, so it ain't a typo. Um, yeah. Uh, Although they threw 3 interceptions this game, came out on top 20-6. This Thieving Bears team is a mixture of we said it last week, the Grizzlies and the Bandinos.
Hmm.
So that's why they got the cute little mascot there. It's almost like the teddy bear from Thunder Buddies.
I say Winnie the Pooh, but yeah, that's a good call too. But yeah,
Um,
in sorry, the little I watched this game, I saw there was a few drops for the Thieving Bears.
Yeah, it's they had 2 quarterbacks that threw for at least 16 attempts. Um, so yeah, not much more to say about that game. El Pollo Loco winning their game pretty convincingly against Spartans. And then you had Blazers taking care of business against Les Roteurs de Saint-Tu. I think Blazers were like 14 players and Roteurs were 6 in this game. So that obviously helps in a very hot day that it was this past Sunday. Luckily, we just got like a drizzle of rain and it
Yes,
wasn't wet at all. So that was good. Looking forward to week 2 in MFL Laval.
they
Let's move
were
on.
Blazers were the blue team, right? We're in the blue pennies.
I don't remember.
Anyway, I
Yes,
think we got a bunch
perhaps.
of players.
But they had a lot of players, yeah.
Mm.
Let's go to the women's division. So we're still looking for women to complete some of the teams if you want to play on teams, or if you're already playing on a team and you want to be kind of like a regular sub to be like in our minds whenever we know that a team writes to us to let us know they need subs, we could write to you directly. Just let us know for that as well. Let's go to the standings. Did you see any of the women games? I think they were all at the other park this weekend, eh?
That's the thing. I was at
Like you
DLV,
you
but
you literally asked me, oh, there were no women games this weekend. I'm like, we were just at one park. There was another park going on.
yeah, I just
Um,
got so narcissistic that I just assumed all the parks were all on me. But no, we were at DLV the whole day, and the games were at Arthur Terrier. So I didn't see any, but some bit one-sided games. When you look at the scores.
Yeah, we still got five teams who are undefeated, and we have five teams that are winless right now. Um, pick and choose a game you want to go over.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with Crazy Bees, the rookies. 25-6 win. Crazy Bees improved to 2-0. Mm, Angie, right, or avenging her finals loss, right, against John McQueen, throwing for 4 TDs and two
You can
interceptions.
avenge a loss that's not against the team that beat you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, you can. It doesn't have to be against the same team. It's like you kind of like brush in the back burner,
Yeah,
and it's like
that's in Willy lingo, but like, is it actually like that?
yeah, no, no, and Willie Lingo normal. I mean, Willie Lingo is normal lingo. So yeah,
Okay.
basically in both cases. Susanna 6 catches, 60 yards with 2 TDs. I really like how this team is built, Terry. I think the ball distribution is also good on for this team too. Crazy Bees, and look, both sides of the ball. Right, giving up 6 points is impressive. Scoring 25 is also impressive. Look at how their finals ended last season. And I
Yeah,
think this is a Crazy Bees.
25 more points than they scored in that finals.
100% exactly. So only up from there, and yeah, the rookies would be cool. I haven't seen them play, but I heard like vibe wise, they're pretty good, and I think that's what's gonna happen. Throughout the women's division, keep
Let's
your
get
spirits
a
up. There's
let's
gonna
get a
be a
logo
lot.
up there, the rookies. Let's get you guys a logo up there. If you need
So
help
big.
right to the league, they'll help you to put one up. Um, I was gonna add something while you were talking, but I don't want to cut you off, and now I forgot what I wanted to say. So next time I'll just cut you off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
Um,
what we usually do, anyways.
Crazy Bees finals, avenging. Oh yeah, Crazy Bees must be happy not to play against the same two teams all season, eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a pleasure, right? This team, that team, this team, that. Must be hard not to know each other's playbooks at that point.
Yeah. Let's go to
No,
Division
awesome.
5, and we have quite a few things to say. I saw a couple of games. Did you see some games?
I did. I saw
Well,
a
one game
bit.
that I did not see,
Hmm.
but a lot of things that were mentioned. Jaden making his MFL debut, uh, going for not one, not two, not three, but four sacks, and I
Um,
believe a few safeties were included in there. He had a safety within those four sacks. In his first game, safe to say he was tormenting Mike over there.
that's crazy.
Yeah, all over the place. He even had three catches for 49 yards. So shout out to the kid. Gonna be in a future MFL star.
Imagine that. He could say when he grows up, when he's an older guy, he can say, "In my first MFL game, I got a safety."
There's some rushers that never got one in their whole lives.
Wow, I was gonna, yeah, exactly.
Obviously, he had Auntie Kayla to look out after. She went 6 for 76, 2 touchdowns. So he tried to emulate that, just missing the touchdowns, but they'll come. First game playing with Jorge under center, so like I gotta build that chemistry. Pretty good game by Jorge, 19 to 35, over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 for 1 TD to interception ratio is like actually above average in Division 5. I'll take it. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Um, and Bandits here looked like they were a little. Were they shorthanded or there was? Yeah, 7 players, missing quite a few guys. Emiliano, Matt, and Dave doing most of the damage. Uh, 2 picks by Chris. Um, yeah, Jorge even getting a pick on defense.
hey, two-way stud, man. Dave, they were getting those running back stats. Say five catches, 15 yards. Hey, got a TD and a 2 point. What am I? Who am I to say anything?
I also saw this game because I was officiating it. Titans against secure top shooters. Um, so Titans are now 2-0, I believe. Yeah, 2-0. Very
Man,
impressive win against the last calls. Big win taking care of business with your top shooters. It's funny, towards the end of the game, Titans wanted to call it. Secure, like, no, no, you want to play. The stats are important. I'm like, well, what do you mean stats are important? I know I meant points against our point differential is important. I'm like, but it's points against that matter. Like, yeah, I'm like, so like if you guys get scored on now with even though you have the ball, that's gonna hurt you. Yeah, we know. And then what happens on the very next play? Pick six.
Austin got two of them, I think. Or sorry, was it? Yeah, Austin got two pick sixes, right?
Yes, yeah.
Because in the no situation is ever point differential, right? Like ever.
Well, it could get to it.
Yeah, but
Like,
we're like it's never gotten to that, right?
I no, since the league has existed, I don't think it's ever got past points against.
So they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah. Mike Jazz made some sick catches. Like, I'm surprised his average is only 8 yards because it looked like he was catching like everything a minimum 15 yards down the middle. It was like first down, he was moving the chains. Like, he was wide open in the middle, making sick grabs. Even made a few guys miss a couple of times. That experience of playing in the higher divisions really serves him well here. And look, this secure top shooter seems pretty athletic. I know this season they won a game by forfeit, but they haven't really won a game on the field yet, and the season's not going their way. But uh, I think it's just a matter of time. Like this is going to be a second half team. They'll get their mojo going, and they've seen that guys that maybe play tackle or maybe other sports, but they just don't know like the game of flag football yet, and there's some rules that they weren't aware of and whatnot. Um, but yeah, I do think this team is better than like their point differential maybe indicates. But Titans are looking like a strong Division 5 team, not an average Division 5 team. And that's something that after a lot of years we haven't said many times, right?
But they'll still finish 5-5. They'll find a way.
You
No, but
think?
honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and they've been putting up points right in their first two games too, and
Yeah.
against two solid teams, scoring 39 in this one. Like I said, two pick sixes, incredible throwing 97 yards. Robert does, and putting up those many points, being
It felt like he
smart.
threw more yards. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, when you put up that many points, but look, 4 TDs on 11 completions. That's a great ratio. And then when your defense is doing that, when Jalen Burns is getting 6 sacks,
I have to mention that Jalen Burns got 6 sacks. I think at least one safety, if not two. He was all over the place. He got some key sack. It was like first and goal from like the 4, and he literally took over the drive. He got back-to-back sacks. He pushed them back like midfield almost, and then it was like the drive killer.
hey, look,
Huge game by Jalen in that one.
when you're doing that, it's going to be hard for your quarterback to pass for many yards. So, Robert has Jalen to blame for that. But yeah, going on what you said about secure top shooters, whenever you're led by a guy like Mike Jazz, your team is going to be okay, right? You're going to be organized. It's going to take some time to get used to. And like you said, they won a game by forfeit, so obviously not time to panic. But I think secure top shooters, like you said, learning the rules and they're going to get the hang of it soon. But Titans, Terry, this. Okay, I sound like a broken record, man, but it's championship or bust for these guys, and I'm
Those are
gonna
high
no, it's
expectations.
championship or bust. Enough with the merry-go-round and flowers and beating around
Let
the
them
bush.
win a playoff round, bro.
No, it's championship or bust for this Titans team. They know it. I know it. Both our moms know it. So Titans get the job done.
I say to make it to the Final Four, it's a successful season.
I completely disagree.
But going back on what you said, why does Robert have Jalen to blame for throwing few yards?
Well, I mean, their offense is getting a short field, right? If Jalen's getting 6 sacks,
Okay, I get you. Yeah,
yeah,
that's if they're not punting.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna assume nobody punts. So
In this division,
in any division, in any sport, it's actually
Secure
Titans
did
that punt.
Secure didn't punt at all, and they didn't win the game. So
Uh-huh.
maybe it's a change the logo for Titans and the new uniforms.
That
They
is a
have
sick logo. I'm not
they
gonna lie.
revamped their marketing department decided to go a completely different direction. They were like black and red, and now they're like cold blue.
Ice cold, baby. Trey Young.
So before I cut you off, did you see any of the 5 games?
Um, I did not, but I was that last one. I was very impressed. I looked at the play-by-play a little bit of big assets and Wolverines. We won't go in that game too much, but that looked like it was a good game between two experienced teams. Wolverine scoring 26, big assets scoring 20, and it seemed to be the Kluche show for the Wolverines. Obviously, they have a lot of Kluches on the team, but yeah, the good game there.
Let's go to Division 4.
All right, let's go.
Did you see any games here?
I saw 0 games.
I saw 0 games as well.
Man, so all these games were at Arthur, eh?
I think Alouettes was at our field, but before our game, so you definitely need to wait for that one. Yeah.
Was Seminoles at? Oh yeah, Seminoles. I love that name, Seminoles. That's sick.
The Florida,
Florida State, baby.
yeah.
But they've sucked recently. Eh?
Not the flag football team in the
No,
MFL
not the
though.
flag football team,
I
the
believe
golf
they're
team.
2-0, beating Martin Mystère and nothing but D. So you want to cover this game? Let's go over this game.
Talk about
13
shutdown D. Sorry.
13 yeah, 13-7. Seminoles, nothing but D, showing that they got nothing but D, only scoring one touchdown in this one. Getting the 1 point convert, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a convert that they stole from the other team. Um, yeah, nothing much to say, but look, Damien threw more picks than TDs in this one, and they still came out on top. Geoffroy Junier were getting two interceptions, Kyle Baker getting one himself. Um, Hard to say much more given that we didn't see the game, but looks like Julian and Emery did most of the damage with Alec. That trio of receivers getting a touchdown or a convert apiece. Um, yeah,
Well, look, Damien's throwing 3 picks, but getting a pick himself on defense, so I guess it kind of evens out. It's like 3-3.
I mean, you mean 2-2?
Um, yeah, I guess. Well,
Like his pick would remove one of the picks he threw.
no, I'll say his pick's a touchdown, so I'll say 3-3.
Yeah, getting an inter unless he gets a pick six,
You
a
know,
touchdown
that's like
interception.
three, bro. That's like three if you get a pick six.
It still counts for the same amount of points as a touchdown thrown. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know, but it just is so much more clean.
Let's move division so you could talk. Stop talking out of your. You know what? Seriously. Th what's your reasoning for that?
For what, like the 3-3?
Yeah.
You don't want to take something away. I get what you're saying. You technically embrace one of the picks, but like you want to add. Like you got a pick, so you're not taking away another pick. You're just like adding something. So it's 3-3, bro.
Okay. Division three. Speaking of threes, Laval Tropic Thunder. This game went to overtime. Tropic Thunder were up 7-0. Laval making it 7-6. Then a huge safety by Francis Saint-Jean to take the lead 8-7 right before the half. Tropic Thunder score midway through the second half. Get that 1 point convert, make it a 6 point game. And then later in the game, David Saint Jean finds Ben Faubert for 19 yards and the touchdown. And then this game took like 8 overtimes, but finally La Alba victorious 15-14.
Man, this La Haute team, just looking on paper, this is going to be a tough team to score points against. You know, Dave's obviously he's a receiver first and learning how to play QB, tucking the ball and running a lot and getting better at the QB position. But you just like having Dave St. Jean, Defensive Player of the Year in Division One. Then you add Ben Faubert. Yeah, this is I'm not surprised to see Tropic Thunder score only 2 touchdowns in this game because
It's
like
pretty impressive considering they had their backup and backup quarterback, right?
yeah, exactly. Right. And obviously, Connor Martin, when he's throwing, you're taking him away from the wide receiver position, and he's, a very good receiver too. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of this game 'cause I think I was playing with Phoenix at the same time. I saw a nice pick by Connor as well. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, Connor got a nice pick. Well, there were a few nice picks in this game. Dave threw a few balls that I'm sure he wanted back, but Connor got a few nice ones. Mikel Jandala also got a few nice ones. He was moving the chains. The first drive that Alex Tashoku came in at quarterback, I think Mikel got all the passes that led to a touchdown on that drive. But this is a kind of a new look, little bit Tropic Thunder team, and they're very promising.
yeah, they are. And unfortunately, going 0-2 on the day, though, right? That's a little bit surprising, Terry.
Yeah, two close games, right? They went 0-2. They're sitting at 0-3 now. They lost two games by a total of 3 points, considering in one, even including one in overtime. In this game, they were up 12 points with less than 2 minutes remaining.
Look at the defense, Terry. Talk about defense. I mean, winning games, getting the pick six, and then the safety literally on the last play of the game. Like, if you're a defensive guy, you'd be happy after this one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like DeChesney. Wow, talk two different rushes, right? DeChesney gets the first sack, and then our boy St. Pierre gets the second one.
Yeah, KSP.
Man, let's go.
Speaking of drama club, I wasn't there that game, but Phoenix Drama Club. Did you do the thing you did in the earlier game when it was fourth down and you batted it down?
Um, the last play of the game, I picked it off.
No, no, but like during the game when it was fourth down and you just bat it down, get better field position, and not take the stats.
Oh yeah, of course.
Did you do it in this game?
Yes.
You did?
Wait, is it a rhetorical question? Like, do
No.
you actually know the answer?
No, I wasn't. How would I know the answer? I didn't
Well,
play this
no,
game.
no. I mean, I got it. The pick was the last play of the game. I didn't knock down, but I didn't want to knock into somebody's hands.
I know, but it happened not on the last play of the half against the Ducks, where
Oh,
it was
right.
fourth
And no, that
down.
one I knocked down. But no, this one
Yeah.
I didn't knock anything down, bro. I
Okay, so
wanted
I
the
was asking
stats.
if you knocked it down. I didn't know. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
asking the question.
No, no, I want some stats, bro.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to know if you wanted to teach them how to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all I'll say is that this game was a lot closer than it needed to be. We thought we had this one in the bag, and then John McClub came storming back.
The big difference in the game was Kevin's safety. All
What
kidding
is that?
aside, Phoenix were a big 21 to nothing, and then Drama Club climbed back, making it a 2 point game. And literally, Kevin's safety was the difference at that point in time, right?
Well, I guess it's the ball right away too, right? Not only is it 2 points, but it's like a punt, right? It's like a
No,
stop
but
on
I'm saying
me.
with 5 minutes left, the score was 21-19.
It was huge, yes. But Kusei is making the two biggest plays of the game, Terry. First one being the safety by Grandpa Kusei, and second one being the bomb. It was a 46-yard bomb, and we really needed it because it was like third and forever. That put us up by 8. Yeah, it was that put us up by 8 late in the game. That was a play of the game. Great throw by Rob, great catch by Baby Kusei,
It's true because
and
you're only up two there. You go three and out, or you
exactly.
obviously you don't punt. You just give them the ball back at your 1 yard line,
Yeah,
which would have been the smarter thing to do because if they score, you get the ball back with time to score. If you punt it, they would have milked the clock and scored, and it would have been game over. See you later. Um, yeah.
but no credit John
How,
McClure for sticking into this game because they could have very easily, decided to pack it up, but they didn't, and they made it a great finish.
how far out were they when they had a chance to score at the end?
They were at
Midfield? Right around midfield, right?
around midfield.
Yeah. Was that the same distance they were at the end of the first half when they scored?
Basically, yeah, like with the Chesney end of the half, I think it was like 20 something. Yeah, 25 yarder. It was a
Wow.
good call. It's like a similar spot, and neither time did they go double quarterback.
Yeah, so I mean, well, maybe they didn't have anyone else who could throw.
I was thinking, can Kevin St. Pierre throw? Like, I mean, I feel like he'd throw a decent ball.
I don't know. I've never seen him throw.
Yeah, me neither.
Um, Looking at the calendar after getting, well, I mean, they haven't really gotten demolished. Speaking with Nico, he makes it seem as if they're losing 100 nothing every game. They lost the first game to Laval by 2 scores, even though he threw 5 interceptions. So, like, literally just throw like half the interceptions and you'll probably be tied at the very least, right? Then they beat Tropic Thunder, and then they were like 1 or 2 plays away from beating Phoenix. So, like, it's really not like as catastrophical as if they're making it seem, right?
100%. Even when and if Nico struggles, his defense is good enough to keep them in games throughout, right? Like, I mean, they held us, I think it was 6 points in the second half. And you just got to experience ball hawks, right? That play defense on that team. So maybe Nico, take a deep breath. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, and know that you have a great defense to back you up.
And they got a very, very winnable game against Spartans coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, for
So
real.
yeah, it's a good thing they came back and won that one against Tropic Thunder because they're not playing for a little while.
And 1 and 2, it's how many? It's 6. Okay, right, 6 make playoffs. Top 2 get by. So big game by what's les gros iron trollers.
They could have just been Les Gros Iron Trollers and Le Lait would have came from Les Gros Coq and it would have been more subtle, a lot shorter, and better.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I just would have said I would have been Iron Wolves D3. It's cooler
Yeah,
that way.
but I don't like when the teams have the same name in the different divisions. Like
That's
it's
fair.
much
No,
it's better when they have like a variable like Bin Low Fat, Binet, like Action Squad, A Squad. What are some other good ones?
um,
I had
yeah, Alouettes, the Tiger Cats.
No, those are not the same.
No, you're right. Oh, Alouettes, Mustard Tigers. Kind of like the Tiger Cats.
But those teams are not related in any way.
No, I mean they're like both in the CFL.
Okay, but I'm talking about teams in the MFL that
Yeah,
actually
no, no.
have a different name for the different division. Like Spartans
Or,
D3, Spartans D5, like be a little original. You could have been like the Spartans, and I guess you can be the Titans D5, but you could be like
or
the
Sparty.
Spartiate. What?
Sparty, right?
Or Spartiate.
Yeah, yeah, whatever that is.
Um, all right, Division 2.
Let's go.
So let's get this out of the way. Honestly, I can't talk about this game without talking about Gabriel Chateauvert. 8 sacks. Like, I would have been roasting myself on right here. Like, it was literally like I was getting sacked before going to my first read. It didn't make sense.
Like I wasn't even done my route, and I hear pop, and I was like, bro, like that's like what is happening? Like, it didn't actually make sense.
He was so fast, and usually when rushers are fast, they're like it's so easy to make the miss, but he would never miss. And then just to top all that off, he gets the game sealing deflection
Deflection.
tip on a pick with two plays to go, and we could have just scored to win the game. Um, Look, this is a really good team. They haven't lost many games since being in the MFL, even though they moved up divisions twice in 2 seasons. So they did register in Division 4 for the first time, going undefeated, winning the championship, not shying away from any competition, going to Division 3 last season, being a semifinalist, who, in your words, was a choke job by them, which clearly fueled them up to kick our ass this past weekend. Maybe you
It
should have kept your
worked.
mouth shut.
It
It worked.
worked.
You're all proud. They were playing against us, bro. Um, yeah, like this team is like a full-on complete team. Obviously, they got their main guys, but even looking at the stats sheet, like you look at Vincent Marotte and Tristan, like a 3 for 33, one touchdown, 4 for 26, two one-point converts. Like Cloutier did most of the damage, 8 for 50. But look at the ball distribution, and like their defense was insane. Like it's a really complete team, and apparently they're missing their best player. So it'll be interesting to how dangerous they could actually be with him in the lineup.
Yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Like you said, they're missing their best player. Yeah, like look in terms of yardage, like that's pretty even, right? 8 catches, 3 okay, whatever, but 50 yards. Next person 32, and then the two after that being 29. Big plays made in this game, specifically by their defense. But yeah, the 8 sacks was incredible. Like I guess I asked you we could check somewhere, but I think like someone got 9 1 game.
It was the
But
most in Division 2 history in one game.
yeah, no, it makes sense. It would like it was unbelievable. Like then you're hard to sack too, so I just couldn't believe it.
Not in that
Huge.
game.
Yeah, no, not that game. Not that you would have got you that game, but play of the game probably Tristan's pick six. I think at that point we were up, by four, I believe. And yeah, not only interception, but interception to bring it to the house. And offensively they played well, but it was like really on defense that they seemed to control the game and force their will in this
Yeah.
one.
You know what's pretty like crazy I just realized right now is we sucked on converts. We got 4 touchdowns. Had we gotten 2 out of our 4 converts when we went for two, we still win this game. That's how important converts are and how like this loss like it hurt and it feels like we sucked and we played like crap, but we just get 2 converts in this game and we win.
It really didn't feel like we scored the same amount of TDs.
No, and they got 1 TD on defense, right? Like
Yes,
our defense
exactly.
played well. Like our defense gave up. They even got a convert on that TD that they scored on the pick six. Like our defense only gave up 20 points.
Yeah, man, it's we tried, man, but we didn't play as well as their
They,
defense.
they were great on converts. They got 3 1-point converts on their 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, back at the end zone, they were getting Tristan getting two of them, I got getting one. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous. And then I was kind of surprised to see them lose after by 9 against Rossos, but like we know Rossos is obviously up
Yeah,
and down.
yeah. But Rosas is 3-0 right now, sitting all alone at the top of the standings.
So far they're just up, but it's something tells me the down is coming soon.
Is it going to be in the form of 3 straight losses?
Yeesh. I'll tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised. I don't even know their schedule, but I'd be surprised if they won their next game.
Nice TDs. They got a big one.
I'd be surprised if they won their next game.
Nice TDs who just lost to the hands of him. You. This is crazy because like Guillaume has been playing quarterback since before he was born.
Yeah,
James started playing quarterback a season ago. So I know it's football's the ultimate team sport, but just looking at it like that, him, you defeating Niceties, who Niceties have been playing Division 2 before the MFL existed. Him, you, their second season in the MFL. So like they're really taking the MFL by storm. James Langshaw is the next great thing to happen. Well, I mean, he's the great thing that already has happened.
Mhm.
Um, but like, I think the sky's the limit for this team. Like, I think it's only a matter of time before if they keep the band together, they're playing in Division 1, right? For the big bucks cash prize there. Um, but honestly, like this team is it's crazy. Like 2-0 in Division 2,
Mhm.
moving up with like pretty much the same Ross that they had in Division 3, beating the back-to-back finalists of Nice TDs.
Yeah.
Um, you were missing Carl and George, who are two other good players. Like I'd say, arguably they're better players.
Mhm.
I see Nice TDs were missing JP. Um,
And how did everybody else it looks like.
yeah,
It's no, it's pretty incredible, man. Like just the completion percentage by James is like I mean, this game it sounds like it's like at least like 85%. The thing is, like he's not afraid to take sacks, right? Kevin St. Pierre getting him 5 times, but like, he's smart at the quarterback position, like almost prematurely smart than most people who've played quarterback as few games that said, well, try and throw it in double coverage and not take a sack. But he's
Yeah,
totally okay taking the sack, not throwing a pick, living for another down. And him and Joey are like peanut butter and jelly. Joey obviously being that
who's the
sure-handed.
peanut butter? Who's the jelly?
Let's say James is the peanut butter, Joey's the jelly. And then look when Joey's
Joey
double.
looks more fruity to you?
Oh, nine. I guess Joey's more like jelly and red, whereas James is not as red. And look when let's say let's say Joey's covered, then you got exactly Hensley. You have Brandon. They have a great connection to the snap position. He said
Yeah.
Cross hasn't played yet, so this team could win games on both sides of the football. Yeah, would you say more impressive win by him, you, or a little bit surprised Niceties weren't able to pull it off considering they've been playing Div 2 for a while?
Well, like Niceties are kind of continuing the trend of last season where they had a disappointing regular season, right? That they lost a couple of games they should have won. So
Mm.
like at this point, I'm not really surprised, except they had almost like a full lineup here. They have Guillaume who's like lighting it up. We see all those videos on the MFL players and everything. Look, they had like Damien, Bala, Ben Fobera, Josh Hernandez. Like you look at this team and they're stacked. As much as him, you are also a great team. Like Knights have been a perennial D2 finalist. Like, there's
Hmm.
not a team in the MFL history that's made more finals, that have more finals appearances than ICDs. They're back-to-back Division Two finalists with like 80% of the same roster. It's a great question. I gotta say, I'm more shocked with Night Cities losing this game.
And they're what's the record again? Because I know
I
this
think they're
upcoming.
1-1.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Their first game um, of the season, yeah, winning a exactly close game against Rejects, and then they got Rossos this upcoming weekend, who's 3-0. Like, if you who's favored in the game and by how much?
This is like the I feel it's like the trap
Exactly.
Night
I was gonna
Cities
say
Phoenix
nice.
question when
Yeah,
Phoenix were favorite. We said Phoenix were favorite, and then they didn't win a single game the rest of the season, right? Is that
that's
what happened? Look, power rankings, Raw Sauce are ahead.
of course.
If you're asking Vegas to play some money bet, my money's on ICDs.
I say nice C's -2.5.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-point game, just like their first two games were.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same over under for number of beers that Vic is gonna drink during the game.
It's always 6.5, right?
I thought 2.5.
Okay,
Six
we'll
and a half
say.
is total on the day. 2.5 is during the game.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I will say 3.5 during the game, but hey, whatever he's been doing, keep it up, man. They look good. Rossos does.
Yeah. Double Dippers, 54 points, giving average Joe's PTSD from that playoff game.
But
Eric
Terry,
had a
can I
big
ask
in.
you something?
Yeah.
How are there? I think it's only in the MFL, but how can there be six total picks and each team scores at least 49 points?
I don't see why those two things are mutually
Nope.
exclusive.
But like you'd think that like the quarterback would have to have a perfect game to score 49 points and 54 points. Like both quarterbacks played great. Obviously, they passed for 6 touchdowns. But to me, it's just incredible, and it shows how long an MFL game actually is in a good way.
Are you throwing some shit at average Joe's who thought the games lasted an hour? Because we already did that, I think, enough.
No, I was not. That's where your mind was going. I was not. But is Ashton QB one of the squad? Like, is Owe actually like
I
young?
think Owe was just not there the first 2 weeks.
Okay, and then Ashton's gonna play receiver.
I suppose.
Yeah,
But that Ashton to Jason was a pretty good combo, eh? 4 touchdowns for Jason Edwards.
he found the end zone 6 times, 4 touchdowns, a 1 point convert, a 2 point convert. Mason Miller, great baseball player, getting 3 touchdowns and a pick six, which is I guess you gotta say kind of play the game here. It's just incredible, Terry. 244 passing yards, 263 passing yards. I believe Double Dippers scored 30 points in the first half, or was it 40? They
40.
scored 40 points. They scored 40 points, and they scored 50 against them right in that playoff game. So something about the first half against Average Joe's, but an incredible game, man. I wish I saw some of this game. Both quarterbacks lighting it up.
Yeah, Jeff Law with the 2 pick sack. Looked like this safety was huge. I think. Average was already down 9 points with 6 minutes to go, and then Ashton gets safetied to make it a 13-point game. But Average was with Double Dippers getting the ball. I guess they didn't
Mhm.
score there, but they did milk quite a bit of clock. end up punting.
Oh
Anyway,
man,
they still won the game.
you're trying to talk about that. But what a barn burner that was.
Any other games you want to cover? We go to Division One.
I think we're good to go to Div 1. Good job seeing Pacemakers back in, back. Good to see Rossi back and Pacemakers getting their first W in MFL history. What a crazy Div 1 this week.
Oh yeah, started off with Idaho Outlaws going to double OT.
Quite a few
Yeah.
OTs.
So there were four. Well, I mean, four total overtime attempts, and there were 6 points scored.
That's
That's
pretty good.
crazy.
I mean, I'm no mathematician, but it sounds pretty good.
Look, both quarterbacks playing like phenomenal, like almost identical stats in terms of yards and touchdown to interception ratio. Um, Outlaws getting that extra 2 point convert. I think it was Max getting both converts in the overtime period. You got Max to Mason Miller, Max to Justin White. It's pretty crazy because like the overtime starts, you start with the ball, you go for two because like it's tough when you because it's so much easier when you get the ball second because then you know what you need. When you
Hmm.
go for when you're starting with it and you know that the other team is going for two regardless, it's a smart move by Idaho to go for two, right? Because like even if they get their one, Outlaws are not going to tie the game after. They're going for two for the win. And converts by for these two teams are pretty easy to come by. So you want to go for two to make sure you don't give the opportunity to lose it after.
It's,
And
it's
uh, and
yeah.
they get it. And then when you start the overtime period and you're up 2-0 in overtime, that's a tremendous amount of pressure on the other team. And then Outlaws follow up a back-to-back 2 point converts.
Both thrown by Max. Crazy. Just both of them thrown by Max in the overtime period. But it's crazy. I think like if you go, we'll talk about the game obviously, but if you go by like MFL Net's history, I think Outlaws in Idaho have to be like over 60% for their 2 point converts. Like they just get their two
Probably
point
have, yeah,
converts.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's a free
It's
throw, right? Which is pretty incredible because most of the times you don't get your 2 point convert, but for these guys, it seems to be bread and butter. But yeah, Terry, like I was talking to you before we had our game, Idaho, man, they seem to have this game right. They were up by I think it was 16 in the second half. Then they
yeah.
were up by 14 with about 7 or 8 minutes remaining. The only time Idaho got stopped was basically when they couldn't afford to get stopped and gave the ball to Outlaws, and then they scored. What a crazy game. I don't think either team will be fighting for a playoff spot, but we'll talk about it later after Outlaws losing. But thank God Outlaws won this game, Terry, because they could very easily be 1-3.
Yeah, that's crazy. They already have more loss than they had last season.
True.
Yeah, great to see Chris back and healthy. We know how he's a big part of this Idaho team, and he's also like, just a great dude. So it's good to have him back and healthy. Um, Joey with 11 tackles in this game. Yeah, and Chris got 2 sacks, so definitely having an impact there. What else I want to say about this game? Yeah, Kevin Smoot had 2 touchdowns on 11 receptions, 70 yards. Seems to be getting healthier as well. Justin White 3 touchdowns. Look, this is a Marvin Steinberg-less Outlaws team, right? They still got big names, but it's still without Marvin on that team. Um, and yeah, Outlaws losing their next game to KLB after 39-38. And you pointed it out. You said it last season that there maybe should have been some quarterback controversy with KLB, but now you're emphasizing that point that Simon Chesney has beaten the Iron Wolves in the playoffs and he beat the Outlaws early in the season. Those are two huge wins. And I also pointed out that Jonathan Pilt's an all-star receiver. And after playing with them in MFL Laval on Sunday, the Simon to JF connection is close to the Steve to Smuda connection. So we know that chemistry that those guys have. They've been playing together since they were 2 years old, and that just makes the team better.
Look, I'm not one to stir the pot, okay?
Oh
But we
no!
look, no, I'm not one to stir the pot. I mean, most definitely not. But you look at Deschesne's last two games where he's
That's not
thrown.
what your hand was doing down here?
It was actually the right hand, but no, it's look. All kidding aside, Deschesne 47 points against excuse me Iron Wolves in that crazy game, that playoff game. 39 points here, so that's 47, 39. That's over 40 points. I'm not going to do the math there, but that's over 40 points last two games. Terry, like you said, it's nothing against Plout. I think if I were to describe the both of them, I think that Plout has there's a better chance of him throwing a 8 touchdown game than Deschesne. but I also think there's a better chance of him throwing a three interception game than DeChesney. Right? DeChesney, you know what you're getting. He's very boring. He's like he's water. You know,
He's
everybody needs
fun.
water.
He
You
was so
need
fun this
water,
week
and
and cracking jokes in the huddle when he was pushing us away and everything.
I know. No, but that's DeChesney, bro. He's I'm come here, I ball out,
He's
that's it. I take
water.
off sand,
You
I
freaking
go.
calling the doo-doo water. Come on now.
No, but that's
At
but
least call
sometimes
him like a zero sugar Gatorade or
no,
something.
sometimes that's my point, Terry. Is sometimes you just I don't like water, but sometimes you just need water. And
Not
DeChesney
sometimes. You better be drinking water every day, man.
preach, but DeChesney's water. That's what I'm trying to say, Terry. His last two games, he's been
Simon
great.
Water DeChesney.
Well, exactly. I'm just gonna call him water from now on. But look, I'm just saying. I've always liked the basketball expression. You ride the
That
hot
makes
hand.
sense.
You
You know
ride the
what
hot
number he
hand.
wears in flag?
DeChesney.
Yeah.
What's zero? I should know. 13?
No, you said it.
Zero?
Yeah, when you whispered it to your window.
Yeah. Okay. I
Well,
thought
what's
I
water?
was
What's
waiting for
water
a
in
second.
French?
Oh,
Yeah.
low.
No. Oh,
Like
like
oh,
oh. Yeah. There you go.
hey, good stuff. I was a little slow on
Makes
that
sense.
one. But look, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Tupelo is going to be the quarterback for this team.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to start QB controversy because I think it's something up for discussion. I have
Like
always
if anything, you'd rather Pluto throw because Simone beats you guys.
oh yeah, I know that. I mean, for sure, exactly.
But I just also think the way the team's built with like Alex Valliere and Jeremy Riendo, they may that stretch the field. Like they got those deep threats. Prud got that arm. I think Prud has right now looking at the quarterbacks in this division. Okay, maybe not the best arm, but he's definitely top three. I think him, Brady, and Guillaume are probably the three strongest arm quarterbacks in this division. I could literally launch it. He's definitely in the top half of the division in quarterback arm strength. And like you said, he'd probably score 8 touchdowns more frequently than Water would.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, water's water, and but you just look at this game. Like we're talking about this game itself. Outlaws had the lead in the second half, I believe, and it's rare you see. They weren't leading by much, but it's just rare to see an Outlaws team have the lead with 3 minutes to go, and not win the game, not even going to overtime. So credit KLB for being clutch. Look, the Chesney marching down the field, leaving 21 seconds, and getting the 1 point convert. Yeah, this was, in statement win by KOB, Terry. Statement win.
Yeah. And for some positive on the Outlaw side in this loss is Ben Denis, 6 for 99, 2 touchdowns in this game, making his mark in Division One, first full season there. So even getting 7 tackles on defense. But crazy to get 7 tackles and you're the third uh, most tackle getter on your team, with Max getting 9 and Clement getting 12, including that interception.
Yeah, 12 is great. I mean, Max will always end up with 8+ tackles. He sniffs the flags out left and right. But
Was Ben not in the first game or was he held off? Yeah, that makes more sense. He was not held off the stat sheet. He was not at the game.
no, man, that Steve Ben connection is something else, man.
Yeah. And then the pack honor game. So like before getting to this game, we saw some nice highlights courtesy of those videos posted on the MFL players. And we spoke about it off air a little bit, and you had some not so nice things to say about it. But what I was saying is, so who are the most recent? Remind me, William, who are the most recent Division One champions?
Most recent, okay, you got to go with Outlaws.
And
I
then
mean,
before that,
and you go with Iron Wolves.
okay, those are two pretty perennial contenders in Division One, right? Like you'd say that they've been in a lot of finals and won a lot of champions for Outlaws and won a championship for Iron Wolves, but Outlaws have been around, right?
Yeah, we were in the finals the year before that we won, and we're trying to make a name for ourselves, man.
Have those teams ever posted their highlights on the MFL players?
No, look, no, they haven't. They haven't. I mean, it's not something I would personally do. Look, maybe it's that the Iron Wolves and Outlaws, the guys are old, right? Like, I mean, you have like Josh is in like his mid 50s, and you have Steve that's like almost 70. So, maybe like they're not like this. Well, we got OJ now in Iron Wolves, which is cool. So it brings that average age down.
I
Maybe
mean,
just
the
the
pack
youth.
just pick up Chris, that brings the averages up.
That's true. That's a good. But I think like he's the only one like over 19 on the team, right? So it's like it's
It's a new generation mentality to do that.
basically that's what it
I
is.
was gonna say, like, if you want to be a champion, you got to act like a champion, right?
Yeah.
So maybe follow suit of the way the real actual champions act.
Look, I get what you're saying. I'm with you on that one. I think the pack seem to strive and thrive off the positive energy.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully they're able
I
to keep.
wonder who that kiss was for.
Yeah, true. I don't think it was for you and I. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
no,
but but
yeah,
they should add some music. Like it'd be cool to watch those videos with like the music in the background, you know? Like
yeah, that would be. It was something having the raw image too is kind of cool. It's like you're actually there. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, but like you put the music a little low and then we could still hear them talk and Dobbs yelling in the camera and stuff like that.
Yeah, true, true. Now that would be cool. But I'm like the Pack, great win, impressed. 8 touchdowns by Guillaume, 270 yards. But I'm a little disappointed in honor game, Terry.
What disappoints you?
The score, like I
They
didn't.
had a great they got a great showing in week one, having two very, very close games against both Outlaws and the unit. This game was a lot closer than the score indicated. So yeah, I get what you're saying there, but like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, with all due respect to Honor Game and Dave, this on paper, at the very least, was not a Division One team coming to the season, right?
Mhm,
That's maybe the other bone I had to pick with the video is that like they don't like post those highlights when you play against like Outlaws or Iron Wolves or like Idaho. You're playing against like a Dave and I were joking around, but this team could have fit in Division Three, you know? So it's like it shows an enormous amount of respect and confidence to come up in Division One and build with a
mhm.
brand new roster almost um, in the MFL's greatest division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like and there's a lot of younger, more inexperienced players in this team, and they're trying to build their confidence. So just to keep that in mind, you know, want to make flag football fun for everybody.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, like I really think like it's not a revelation to say that this team's going to struggle throughout the season, right?
Hmm.
And you know how we say like there's little wins that they're going to build up on. This maybe wasn't the game where they had it much positive to see after, as compared to the first week where they had two greater showings. They are playing against the unit this weekend. Going to see that Daou brother clash once again.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. We got a classic Outlaws Iron Wolves rivalry game, and then the Pack are playing Les Ranceurs and Idaho. The Pack, who are currently sitting at the top of the Division One standings right now at 2-0, the only well, no, sorry, that 1:30 p.m. game is going to have only one undefeated team standing after that one in only sorry after week three, which is great parity for the division. Um,
We don't really make our picks anymore, but if I have to ask you and you have to answer, we can win in 4.5 seconds. Who wins, Pack or Ranceur?
if you had to ask me what,
If you have to answer within 4.5 seconds, who wins that game at
why don't you
1:30?
give me more time?
Because yeah, I don't want to.
I'd say the Packer
We-
got that one.
Same.
Yeah, but it's going to be a close one. I think this new look Ranceurs team with Pio at quarterback is going to help them a lot. Not that Fred Gino was not a good quarterback last season, but you know what they say, availability is your best ability. And I'm pretty sure Pio is going to play more than the 5 or 6 games that Fred played last season. Maybe he played more than that. Um, but I think Pio's going to be there a lot more frequently, and it's going to give his
Mhm.
team a chance to get that. Yeah, it was there for 6 games.
Mhm.
Get the chemistry going. They had that huge win in week one, so just starting off the season with a huge win against Iron Wolves, who pretend to be a playoff team because they had that one or two good runs. Is great because like this first time playing with most of these players. What's interesting though at 6 p.m. the Pack Idaho could start their season 0-2. I don't think they will because I got Idaho winning this game,
Yeah.
but it's it's not like a sure thing, you know.
No, I think that's what makes D1 fun this year, right? Is the perennial favorites every year. Outlaws already have 2 losses; they could be 1-3. You have the
Outlaws or Iron Wolves are gonna be below 500 after this weekend. One of the two teams are gonna be at five are gonna be below 500.
yes, we better win that game. And then look, the Pack that is a team that has only played Division 1 now for its second season. They're in first place, so it's like this really seems like it's going to be a fun Div 1 year. Like based on how it started. Look, I
Yeah.
know it's really some teams have only played 2 games, some teams have only played one game, but. So far in this season, what's telling the point differential seems to be fairly close. We may see, different 5 teams make the playoffs than we thought come preseason.
What were our preseason picks?
To make to make the 5 playoff spots.
Yeah. Was it the same
Well,
five as last year?
I'll pass it to you because I'm in play Division 1. Would you
We
say
didn't
the?
make no, we didn't make these picks at the beginning of the season.
No, I don't think we did. But like, I'm just saying mentally. Like, let's say
Okay.
mentally, like I tell you, okay, the season starts this Saturday. Which
Yeah.
5 teams are going to make the playoffs?
So 7 out of the 8 teams are the same, and then you replace honor game with villains.
Yeah.
So I'd say I wouldn't have thought that we would have thought that um, honor game would be in the playoffs preseason.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, although Ransar, had a more positive outlook as last season. I still don't think they make a push to be part of the top five. And then there's the same five teams that made the playoffs last season, plus the pack. Right?
Yeah,
I think preseason we would have said that Outlaws, Idaho are your two locks.
yeah,
Unit are most probably a playoff team, although they have that question mark because they lost their quarterback and their best receiver is now playing quarterback.
yeah.
Um, but I still think I have them over KLB. I think I would have, if I'm trying to go back in time, I would have
Mhm.
said I would have had them over KLB Arnold's, and then it's two spots for KLB Arnold's the pack. And I
Right.
think KLB have been the more consistent team and have the less question marks and upgraded the most on paper. So I would have pushed KLB in, and then my last spot would have been between Arnold's and the pack, which was close to being the last spot of last
Yeah,
spring. And I think that was really a toss-up.
yeah.
I did that analysis pretty quick, eh?
You did mad respect. So yeah,
So like I'd say I have Outlaws, Idaho, Unit, KLB as my top four, and then my last playoff spot. And this is what I would have thought preseason, because right now Les Ransards moved up my power rankings quite a
yeah.
bit. Outlaws, although I still think they're gonna make the playoffs, starting 2-2, they're moving down a little bit. Now
Hmm.
my last playoff spot between the Pack and Arnold's, like right now, the Pack are 2-0, Arnold's are 1-1.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd still give the slightest of edges to Arnold's, given like your Division One experience at the helm
Hmm.
here, and like you said, the Pack are still a relatively new team. Although I think your head-to-head matchups are going to be the probably the deciding factor.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like if like on paper, I think you can make the case of the pact are better than Iron Wolves. And it's look, I like if I were to ask you now, I know I'm throwing you on the spot quite a bit. The pack and Les Ronceurs, do at least one of them make the playoffs?
If you're throwing me on the spot right now, 'cause everything I said was what I would have said 2 weeks ago before the season started.
No, no, okay, but
What
now
I
let's like
what
now.
I think now, if you had to
Yeah.
ask me, I think the Pack are making the playoffs.
Okay.
It'd be foolish for me to say that they're 2-0 at the number one spot in the division and they're not making them. Like right now, if you had to ask me, I'd say Iron Wolves have a better chance of not making the playoffs than the Pack.
Agreed. Agreed. Honestly, I could see the pack and also making the playoffs.
I could definitely see that happening too.
Yeah.
Look, that game, the Pack Sorry, is a super important game. And
Mm.
looking at the week ahead, I know we don't have that many games week 4 because we have that charity tournament. Make sure you register. Um, Arnold's the Pack's gonna be a huge game, and then you got Arnold's Les Ranceurs, Idaho, also playing against each other. All at La Bear that week 4, those week 4 games. But yeah,
That's a good one, man. Also, the pack, I think it's gonna be the game to watch this weekend, 1:30 DLV.
yeah, it'll be interesting to cover D1 next week after those 4 games.
Straight facts.
Because don't forget, Honor game were within 6 points of the unit when they played last 2 weeks ago. So if there's a
That's
game
true.
they could steal, it would be that one. Yeah, they'll be 1-3, but they'll be putting unit under 500.
Actually, you gotta think D is gonna want to show up against his brothers too, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, crazy. And Idaho too, man. You don't want to fall to 0-2. This team on paper is great, but the
I
pack are.
mean, I could see them going 0-2 and then going 8-2.
Yeah, yeah. I so can I. So can I.
Um, yeah. I mean, they did score 44 points in their first game. You don't lose many games when you're averaging 44 points a game.
Fair, fair, fair. And just like last year, right? Top three make playoffs, 4-5 play in.
Well, top five make playoffs.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, top five make playoffs.
4 and 5 got the play-in game. Winner
Yeah,
plays
three get
against
the
number
bye.
one, and then 2 and 3 the other semifinals.
Okay, nice,
Like
nice.
5 out of 8 is like perfect.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah, maybe six. Yeah, 6 out of 8 would have been a little much. 4 out of 8, you can't do 4 out of 8. I think 5 out of 8 is pretty good.
Bold predictions.
Let's go. Put me on the spot. What you pick our divisions?
You go women's.
Okay,
I'll go after.
okay, sounds good. Could you throw up the schedule for this weekend? Respect. Oh man, that my eyes bulge at that game. Diez Pro, Tigres, 4:30. Can you tell me? Can you tell me where that game is, Bablisa? Because hopefully I'll be able to see a little bit. Do I have a game at 4:30? I don't think so. What field am I at this weekend,
I
Derek?
think. Are you gonna be there this weekend?
Oh fudge, good call. I don't know. Okay, that's a great call. Okay, if I'm there, DLV. No, I think I'm at Arthur Thierry. Okay, either way, Distrapo, Tigres, both
That's
teams,
a rematch of our inaugural women's division.
both teams sitting at 2-0. Both teams with a very close plus minus differential, plus 70 for Tigres, plus 73 for Distrapo. Don't forget the
This has
one
to be, with all due respect to drama queens who scored 0 points in in regulation of that finals. This has to be the finals preview, right? Like very early season's finals preview. It got to be the Drapo and Tigres, right?
really.
Who would
No,
your prediction be?
you can't not put drama queens.
I mean, you can, considering both Tigres and the Drapo were not there the season drama queens won.
That's fair.
It's
Uh,
like, yeah, it's like
I
saying the
think
Dolphins. It's like saying the Dolphins won the Super Bowl, but no other teams were in the NFL. They played alone, so obviously they're crowned champs. And then the following season, we add the 31 other teams back, and then we say Dolphins are not the favorites.
that's
It wouldn't
incorrect
be
because
shocking.
even if the Dolphins were the only team, they would still find a way not to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But I get the
like
analogy. No,
that's why I
I
said
would
with all
say
due
Tigres
respect.
drama queens. That would be preseason. I would say Tigres drama queens. That's what I would have said.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to put respect on drama queens. You're right. They
They
never
scored
played
zero
very
points.
well. They've also given up 0 points this season. Or is
Yeah,
that a forfeit?
I don't think it
I don't think
was.
so, eh? Okay, you're distracting me. Tigres, Dietz-Zapo. I expect fireworks in this game. Um, okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say in this game we have um, more total TD passes combined than incompletions combined by both quarterbacks. So if we have, let's say, 10 touchdown passes in this game, we'll have 9 completions or less. So we'll have more TD passes than incompletions in this game. Both quarterbacks combined, not individually, both of them squished together. I expect a shootout here, and I'm excited for this one.
It's okay. It's a little weak, but it's fine.
Okay, what's yours, bro? It's not going to rain this weekend.
What division you want me to go to?
One.
I'd say Iron Wolves get shut out, but that's not that bold.
Yeah, it'd be bold if you said we'd score like negative points, but mm,
I mean, let's say you get shut out and you threw picks on conversions that gave points to the other team. That's like almost scoring negative points, right? It's like the closest thing to scoring negative points.
that's actually a good point. Yeah, I never thought about that. Good stuff.
All right. Saying Hunter game
It's
would beat
cool
the
how we
unit.
got like game after game after game after game, eh? Like, oh man, 1:30 the game's over. But then we got another D1 game, and then we got another D1 game, and then we got another
Are they
D1
all are they all at the same park? No. Would saying the honor game beat the unit be bold?
game. Yes, it would be bold. It's a smidge bit weak considering when they played it was fairly close. But Ashton wasn't there. Ashton wasn't quarterback. Dylan Field done very well for him. But
Okay, I
it
got
would
one.
no, it would be
I
bold.
got I got one. I got one. I got one.
I mean, usually you're not much bolder than that, so I think we could
Okay.
accept it if you want.
The pack.
Man, we've been giving them some love this show, eh?
The
Holy!
pack. Have two games. 1:30 p.m., 6 p.m. They score over 100 total points
Oh, come on, Terry.
in both their games and lose both games. And
So they
we'll
score.
still we'll still see a video up on the MFL players.
Well, of course, if they're going to score that many
Like a
points, you make them up.
trifecta, three for one.
Okay, so does that mean we're seeing at least 50 points
Because
in each
look,
game, or just mean 100 in total?
they got 95 points to two games, so it ain't that bold to say they're going to score 100 points, right?
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But they lose both those games. That's hella bold.
Fair. Are you saying it's 50 in, at least 50 in each, or it could be like 70 and 30?
No, 100 total both games.
Okay. Okay. Wow. And they
They're going to
lose.
score that many points at the end of the day. So lots of touchdowns, lots of 45 bombs on the first play of each half from Guillaume to Mo. Lots of videos, more kisses being blown, but two fat L's.
Man. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. I like that one.
Keep in
Here,
mind,
I'm put
guys,
you on the
don't come
spot now.
at
I'm gonna
me.
put you on the spot.
But what?
I'm gonna put you on the spot again, and I'm feeling myself today.
I was gonna say,
Better
I was
chance the
gonna say,
pack go 2-0 or 0-2.
there's a better chance to go 2-0.
The pack?
Yes.
I would agree.
Yeah, there's a better chance to
That's
go
a good
2-0.
question, though. How good was that question?
It was good, but that just furthers my bold prediction by saying that the two L's are what makes it bold. Not that I think you're gonna lose the game. Because
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
thought like now they're gonna come at me, blah blah blah. But like if I literally thought you would lose both games, it wouldn't be a bold prediction to say
No, we
that.
we both picked the pack to be lanceur a few minutes ago, right?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
am picking Idaho to beat the Pack, but I do think that there's more of a chance that the Pack beat Idaho than the Pack lose to Ronsard, if that
I
makes
think I'd
sense.
agree with that. I think I'd agree with that. I'm just hating on lanceur, and they just whipped our butt a few weeks ago. Man,
All right, that was a good show.
I think it's a wrap, eh?
Hey, you put me on the spot quite a few times, eh?
Yeah, come on, it's about time, bro. I'm cutting you off now. I'm throwing you on the spot, bro. Enough's enough. It's a new Willie. Come on, now, come on.
What does
But
Willie have to remind the folks in the beautiful people in the MFL?
you're I don't remember. You're good for that.
Charity event, September 6th. Register. It's going to be a great event. Poulet Rouge is going to be there. An Athlon Combine. Nike people are going to be there for like fun activities with the kids. Bring your kids out, nephews, nieces, everyone. It's going to be a great family day. All the proceeds go to charity. MFL is even giving you a credit of what you donated to charity if you win the tournament. So it's going to be a great fun day. Everyone at LeBaire. Hope to see you out. You could register on as many teams as you like. We still got spots open in the women's division and in MFL Laval, and playoff dates, full schedule has been released.
Folks, that's it for the show. Thank you for tuning in. Without you guys, there's no show. See you guys Saturday. Be there, be square. Come on now, let's get it.